Hello everyone, welcome to a Redstone tutorial. Today we'll be viewing my Redstone bowling alley. Now I made this a while ago, but I've been modifying it ever since, adding parts to make it work better. This design is the first of its kind, featuring customizable randomization, infinite expandability, a 2-turn system, and a fully automatic ball return. It is also the most compact design so far, fitting in a 25 by 6 by 12 area. My design is comprised of 5 different circuits which all work together. This all starts with the red circuit. The red circuit is what determines which randomizers will be activated. Then comes the green circuit, the randomizer circuit, which determines what pins will fall down. Next you have the purple circuit, which has the pins fall depending on the outputs from the randomizers. Then you have the blue circuit, or the 2-turn circuit. This part selects the end outputs, which will always activate and take it back into an AND gate, which runs into a pulse extender, giving your items more times to go from the chest into the hoppers, which goes into the ball return. The ball return uses an item elevator that was designed by Mumbo to get your item back up to you in time. This goes into 2 hoppers into a dropper, which dispenses your item, and then you can play again. Now that we have all the explanation out of the way, let's get on to the tutorial. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in 5 blocks. And this is going to be where we're going to place our hoppers on the first level, and then our chests above this. So let's go over to here. Place a hopper there, and then place hoppers running into that one. All the way up until the second to last block. You'll come back over here, break this hopper, place a dropper under you, place a hopper going into that dropper, and you can just place 2 more droppers on top of that, facing upwards, and that'll be the base of our item elevator. Next, what you will want to do is place blocks going all the way out by 7, I believe? Yes. 7 by 7. I'll create a little square there. All your blocks. And you can use slabs for this, it does not matter. But they have to be here. Next, what you want to do is you want to place chests on top of the hoppers that you placed earlier. And you want to do normal chest, trap chest, normal chest, trap chest, normal chest, trap chest, normal chest. Those are your chests. And your items will be in here when you throw the item. Next, what you want to do is you want to grab your comparators. Here it is. And you want to place comparators running out of each of the chests. Only one. Next, you want to grab your blocks. Place one in front of the center one. In front of the center comparator. And then place redstone on either side of the block. And then place repeaters on the rest of the blocks in that line. Next, you want to do a line of repeaters running out of all of that. And then you want to place 3 blocks in the center. In a line like that. Place redstone on either sides again. And then place repeaters on the edges. Next, you want to do another line of repeaters. And then you want to do 5 blocks in the center. And then place redstone on the ends of those. And then do the final line of repeaters in this circuit. Next, to create the blue circuit, we will place blocks running all the way down to the edge. About here. And we'll place redstone coming out of the very far end redstone. And you want to run that all the way out to here until you reach the comparators, and place 4 repeaters going back. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, except you will skip the hopper. Hopper's right here. And what you'll do is do 1, 2, 3, 4 redstone right there. Nope, 5. And then do repeater. Repeater of hopper, repeater, repeater. Next you want to put a block with the repeater running into it. Place a piece of redstone under that. Place a repeater coming out of that piece of redstone. And then a block coming from the repeater that you just placed. Do the same thing on the other side. Next, you want to place redstone torches at a 90-degree angle from those repeaters. And you place redstone on the ends of those. Place repeaters on the end of those pieces of redstone. And place a block in between both of those repeaters. Next, you want to place a redstone torch on top of that block. And either 3 or 2, it does not matter. Blocks right here. I'm just doing 3 because it looks better. And you do a 3 by 3 square, and then make a line at the edge right here. Next, what you'll want to do is you want to place 3 redstone, and then a line of redstone here, and then do a comparator in the center, running into the line of 7 redstone, and then put comparators on either sides, or just one side, does not matter, whatever you want to use for. Using 2 is obviously better for resources. And then we'll get onto the randomizer circuit, which is up here. So next thing you want to do is you want to place droppers facing upwards, coming out of those with repeaters running into them. I cannot talk today. Facing upwards. If I can place them, there we go. And do that in a line. Then you're going to place hoppers running into those, each of those, going straight down. These are your randomizers. We will be placing items in those lasers. I cannot talk today, God. Then you want to place a line of blocks right next to the droppers, and place comparators coming out of those hoppers. Next you want to go into place 2 slabs, upside down slabs, in front of the edge comparators, and then skip a block and do the same thing for both sides. Then what you want to do is place redstone on those. Next you want to place blocks in front of the comparators that you didn't place redstone next to. And then you'll want to place blocks underneath those blocks, and then place redstone on top of those. Now the reason you have to use slabs here is because otherwise the redstone current will carry over and it will power the next pistons, so it will not work correctly. So as you see over here, this is a green circuit, that's what we're working on. And then place blocks in front of those and pieces of redstone there. Next you want to take a block and place it at the end of each of the half slabs, upside down half slabs, and place repeaters on top of those blocks. Then these will run into blocks. Just place those in front, or before. And then place 4 blocks under those. You'll place redstone here, onto these blocks. Next, put more blocks on the edges of the other ones, and place repeaters on those blocks. And then what you'll want to do is you'll do a line, and then put 6 blocks, 3 and 3, and then 2 and 2, and 1 and 1. And then what you want to do is you want to come back and place a line of repeaters going across those. And the rest of the space will be with repeaters going in this line. Next you'll place blocks at the end of each of those repeaters, and place redstone torches on each of those. Next you want to place a block in these 3, here in the middle, and place repeaters on those blocks, and then blocks coming from the repeaters. Next what you want to do, which may be a little tricky, is place sticky pistons on these 3 blocks, and then on sticky pistons on these redstone torches. And then I would recommend putting fence posts on each of these to create your pins. I use birch because it looks, well, it's the lightest color and it looks most like pins. You can use any fence post or block if you really want to. So I prefer fence posts because I like them better. And you are about done. Next what we want to do is we want to go to our ball return. What we'll do here is we will place comparator running out of the first dropper into redstone torch, into, where's the block? Here it is. Into block, and then have your 3 pieces of redstone there. You'll want to, oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Go back and place repeaters here, and here. So with that done, go back and place a piece of redstone into repeater, into block with redstone torch, block on top of that redstone torch, redstone torch coming out of that block, and then place a block on top of that, and a redstone torch. And then you want to come back to here, set the comparator to subtract, and set the repeater to 3 ticks. You are almost done. Next we will place we will build out a few blocks. 2. Place a block there. Put a dropper on top of that block. And you'll want... oh, sorry. Okay, there. And then place hoppers running into that dropper. This way the items will shoot up into this hopper, and then that'll go into this hopper, and then into the dropper. Then you'll place a block there. I'm just doing this because it's easier. Let's place those, and you place blocks like that. Break this, and that. Oh, not that. And then you'll want a comparator running out of that dropper, with a repeater coming out of that block and running into the next one. And we'll do the same thing for the other 2, and then you'll have this repeater right here running from this block into the dropper. Next, what you want to do is you'll want to grab, I would say, about 8 random items. They all have to be different, and they have to be stackable. So I just do saplings because usually they're the easiest to use. And then you'll grab a tool or unstackable item of any kind. I use wooden shovels because it's the easiest to get. And then, depending on what you want for your odds of getting a strike, if you want it to be easier to get a strike, place more shovels in, or more unstackable items in. So you can do something like this, and this should give you a 6 out of 9 chance of having this center pin go down, and you'll do this across the board. Now, I usually do is, I usually do 1 there, and then place that in there. So it's a 1 out of 2 chance for the center one to go down. Then I do 1 out of 3 for the next one. 1 out of 4. And then for the end one, 1 out of 5. And you'll do this both ways. So, let me just grab these because I'm messing up all over today. So you just vary these to your odds. Out of 3. Now, you want these to all be different, otherwise they will stack on each other and it will change the odds. 1 out of 4, which means I messed up on the other side. Just going back and double checking. Ah, here we go. Let's just take that out. So with that done, you'll grab your ice. Nope. Skip that. Place 2 hoppers on top of each of these chests. Now you'll grab your ice. Or packed ice. I prefer packed ice. And you want to go out basically as far as you can throw an item. I usually go out 6 or so. And place ice running out of each of those. A huge rectangle. There we go. And then you can test it out by throwing one of your items in. to not get a score, to not get down any pins, and then you'll get your item back. Try it again. None. Huh. Oh, this is working correctly. Should be. I'll try it again. Oh, I remember. Okay. Sorry for that. Okay, so remember from the line with from your blue circuit, you want to place redstone torches on the bottom at the end of each. Here we go. Now with that all done, it should work. Just throw it into the center. There we go. Those ones went down. So your item will always come back. Yeah, now remember you can use any item, it doesn't matter what. I'll throw this in at the end, just to see what I get. None there. All the ones there. So, you can play around with this and have fun. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you really loved it, make sure to subscribe. Thank you, and I'm out.